You're now listening to Talk to Jig Podcast, where we motivate the culture and not culture vultures, keeping it real about how we feel.
What it do? What it do? It's your boy Big Jig, Ice Rig, Talk to Jig Podcast. Hey, episode 15. Sorry for the wait. Hey, this episode we're gonna be talking a little bit about P. Diddy, also known as Puff Daddy, with the alleged allegation of him being indicted. We're gonna talk a little bit about the six officers that was arrested and convicted and charged in the raping and torture of the two black men in Braxton, Mississippi. And we're gonna do some question and a couple questions that I get answered a lot that I wanted to ask, or I wanted to answer on the show. So yeah, tap in. Let's get right into it. First off and foremost, welcome back to Talk to Jig Podcast. I'm sorry for the wait, but I'm back and it's great. 2024. Let's do it. Okay, let's jump right into it. P. Diddy got arrested and indicted for widely known allegations. The grand jury indicted him for sex trafficking, prostitution, racketeering, kidnapping, narcotics, art, and arson, and all type of stuff, man. It's wild. Allegedly, they found Oxy, GAB, MDMA, they found AR-15s, and a whole heap of other evidence. It is alleged that he was caught with dildos and 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Man, that's a lot of baby oil. That is a lot of baby oil. Was allegedly for his freak-offs that he had over the years, and I guess he did these freak-offs to be freaky and use it and blackmail people in the internet, as it's been widely known for him to do these type of things, these type of parties, and we all kind of got a glimpse of it, but nothing came to light until really this Cassie incident came, and it came about. And it came about the charges. I guess they settle out with a lawsuit and all that other good stuff. Not gonna, my question is for Diddy, why didn't you run? I mean, why didn't you flee? Why wouldn't you flee? I mean, it's coming. You know that the indictment is coming. You know it's going to be criminal charges after this. You know we build the evidence. Why stay in the United States? Your passport wasn't taken. I guess he didn't think he was untouchable or something. Man, not to look at it from a defendant point of view where it's bad, running from justice, but coming from that side of the field. Yes. Why didn't you run? I mean, I understand that the victims and the people that came out against them may have had trauma and, prayers and stuff go out to them for what they went through, but they also, some people probably, accepted it. But so nevertheless, I'm not trying to condone what he's doing was right in this, or what he allegedly being charged with. Let's not say that he done it because it's supposed to be innocent to proven guilty. So with that being said, it's like, okay, cool. These alleged acts are horrendous, and as we know, he is not getting any bail. He's not getting bailed out. He's going to sit for a minute. I mean, I think it's something bigger than this. I think it's a bigger picture than this, but I think this is what comes with it. As we see time after time, artists, big celebrities, big name people get brought down, and it's always with human trafficking, some sexual, some raping. It may be something that's going on a lot in Hollywood or whatnot. I wouldn't know. I never was there. I've never been to a Puff party. But it is basically more like the norm, from Bill Cosby to R. Kelly to Michael Jackson to, all of the celebrities. All of it, I feel like it's part of the ritual. I think every celebrity and everyone that's got big names got some type of skeletons in their closet. You feel me? So yeah, and it's wild, but he's seen it coming. Like, why didn't you run? I would have got out of there and just ran away from prosecution to a country that don't extradite their people back to the United States or something. I would have got out of there. Better than sitting in prison. Like, you going from sugar to shit. You going from kicking and partying, and then all these people that's been around them doing them parties and talking about these parties, y'all part of it too. So we'll see for the coming future is, will charges be brought up against those other people that was there who part of it? Because you can't just do it by itself. It has to be a crew of people that is going to help you put these parties together to go get stuff to set up this and set up that. And it's like, will Diddy tell? Will he turn state witness and turn and put people under the table and bring people in there to save himself? As we know, this all has been going on for past years and years and years, way back when. He was involved in a lot of things back in the 90s with the supposedly putting a hit allegedly on Tupac and back in the day. So, I guess his reign and terror and rule in the country is coming to an end. I don't see him getting from under this due to the fact that it's a bigger power and a higher power. No matter how much money and how much power you got, it's always the law. It's really nothing above the law, especially in this type of situation, United States. And then I wonder, like, why is this coming out right now, just coming out just so hard and everybody just filing suits, woo, woo, woo. I mean, is this a distraction for something else that's going on? Maybe it is. Maybe it is a distraction for something that's going on that's not getting as much media attention. A lot of people say that, it's just wild. It's just really wild that this man would have all these bottles of baby oil. That's wild. But yeah, it's just like we kind of seen this. We kind of knew it was just a matter of time. He seen it. He knew it. Why didn't he run? I would have ran. But then again, it's like, is this covering up? Is it something else? But at this time, it's going up. A lot of stories that don't get publicity and get talked about and get spoke about or get swept under the rug. It is another thing going on with the police and the Goon Squad from Mississippi that, went in, tortured the two black dudes and stuff like that. So that is also going on. Some got sentenced to 40 years and 17 years and 10 years. So there's no allegedly for them. They are convicted and tried and convicted. So is this a distraction to cover up, to big up this P. Diddy thing, which led me to think, is this a cover up for the Mississippi Goon Squad? Rankin County, they torture Michael Jenkins and Eddie Parker. They tortured them. They got a call from a white neighbor allegedly. Well, it ain't allegedly. Raided for no reason. They had no search warrant. They was tased, beaten, assault with sex toys, and had a gun in Jenkins' mouth. And the officer accidentally shooting him in the mouth, severing his tongue, and they tried to cover up. And they tried to cover up the fact that it happened, that it went on, and they tried to cover it up by disposing the camera footage, trying to say to the other groups, other people to, like, don't say nothing or else. They put death threats on each other, and they try to say that the guys that they tortured and raped and beat up was trying to shoot them with a BB gun that they found in the house. And these types of practices has been going on since the early 2000s, 2004, I believe, that this has been going on down in Mississippi, and they've been getting away with it for too long. And a lot of people are scared to come by because they probably scared to come forward, or the police probably didn't go after the lead. So it's finally coming out to the light. But this has been going on for a while now, which is a lot of stuff that get brought on to light. But it's kind of crazy, I think that it wasn't meant for Michael Jenkins to die. He had to suffer through what he had to suffer through, but he was able to tell his side of the story and how it happened and what he went through, and hopefully it helped more people come out and be grateful to the law officers that did it. And this is towards law officers. This is towards policemen, deputies that are supposed to serve and protect the community, the ones that are supposed to protect you, and they don't. So I see about this coming forward because you always getting pressure not to say nothing, don't talk, don't do this, death threats, threaten you with jail time, all that good stuff. So if he would have died, I think they would have never got to the bottom of this. It would have just been another cover up. And this comes for this officer going too far, putting guns in your mouth, and then you shoot the man and severs his tongue, break his jaw, and go out the back of his neck. And so by him have to suffer that, he suffered that to tell his story, to tell the story for the ones who didn't get to tell their story. So it's just like, yeah, I know it was kind of hard, kind of brave for him to do that. Glad he did come out and say what he had to do, but it's really unfair for the protect and law-abiding citizen. Racism is very likely still going on, and down in Mississippi, it definitely is. So it's just like, you got to think about it. Like, The racism is never going to stop. You know what I'm saying? Especially down in the country, down south, it's more than likely to happen. But it's just unfair. They got the time they deserve. The main police officer, 50 years or 40 years, and the other one 27. They got what they deserve because obviously these men didn't do anything, and y'all get a call, just a tip, not a search warrant, just broke the law and assaulted these men, these black men, and these black men just lucky to be survived to come out and tell their story. I know you got to deal with pain. You know, we go through stuff to get through stuff, and this has been going on for a while, but it probably been swept under the rug. And that goes to say that these two incidents almost is like almost parallel because it's something that's been doing wrong, doing evil for years. You've been doing wrong and getting away with this type of practices for so long, and people are scared to come forward due to what information they have on you. They make it, as for the Diddy situation, they may have to blackmail you to do some stuff. As to the officers, they may threaten you with jail time, but it's all about control. So jail time, threatening your family, it's all about control. But I think these are similar parallel situations on how people get away with doing stuff and doing evil for years. I don't care how much you do evil. You can't keep doing evil. You can't keep getting away with doing evil. Eventually the evil will come to light, and for both of these situations, these people, these parties is coming to light, and you're going to get the consequences that you're going to get, and this is a consequence of your actions. And so my thing is, no matter what, no matter how much power you got, how much power you think you have, or how much you're going to keep getting away with illegal stuff, evil stuff, do wrong. You're doing wrong. You can only do wrong for so long till they come back and hunt you. Somebody's going to say something, even if the police, even know who it is. So I think these two stories are the same in type of nature. Control, intimidating witness, abuse, sexual assault, control, and all that good stuff. I think those two situations are about the same, and it does have victims that's coming forward. So one thing, you can't go around in life, get away with this bad stuff for 20, 30 years. Eventually you will come up under fire for it. You reap what you sow. So with that being said, you can't keep get away with evil. Can't keep doing evil. Evil will come back to hunt you. Just like if you do good, the good will come back and get you. You do good unto people, people will do good unto you, no matter how many devilish people you work with. But doing devilish and evil things, it will come back to hunt you. And these guys, both parties, jail time. You're going to jail. And you done hurt some people and you're going to jail. You may lose your Fortune 500. You lose your job. You lose that authority as a police officer. You feel me? So don't keep doing evil. Evil, what done in the light will come. What done in the dark will come to the light. So can't keep doing evil because evil will follow you. The end. That's just how I feel that it's going to come and get you. Yeah. And so into Q&A, I got a few questions that I got from a few people that wanted me to answer. So I'm going to take time and I'm going to answer them right now. I got a quick couple questions that I got asked. And it says, what is the male version of flowers? I say the male version of flowers, like we give to women, the male version of flowers is NBA 2K every October, every September. That is like the men flowers. That's the thing you can do. That's up there. The men flowers, video games, because a lot of guys into video games. You feel me? And another question they said, is $50 enough for a date? For me, yes. For somebody else, it might not be. Our date, we could just go to the movies, pay for the movies. The movies, $20 here and there, and get a thing of popcorn, probably another $17, $18. Boom. That was a date. Movie and a popcorn, that's a date. It's under 50. The end. So don't say that you can't get it done because Big Jig Ice Rig just got it done for you here on this show. You feel me? So $50 is enough. Then I got another question that asked me, what car brand has the worst drivers? Me, I'm going to say Nissan because people just do the Nissans wrong. They dog them out and they always out here. But they up close to Kias too. But Kia drivers, Kia stolen car drivers is by far the worst. But as far as owners and owning branded cars, Nissan and Infiniti Nissan by a landslide. They will pile up in the Nissan and dog that Nissan to the floor. and you won't even see it no more. That's just what it is. I'm not gonna even cap to you. The Nissan drivers, they got all the girls in there, and they just don't care. Like that car is just, it's just like a, uh, uh, it's just like a, it's just like a, it's just ratchet. You know what I'm saying? A lot of ratchet girls, a lot of ratchet people gonna be in that conversation. You feel me? They most definitely gonna be in that conversation. Yeah, and then I got another question that they asked me to answer, and let's see where it's at. Let's see. Oh, they said, do you agree that child support is for non-active fathers, not failed relationships? Yeah, I agree. Like if you're non-active, yeah, it is what it is. But failed relationships, no. And control, being bitter, no. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe that failed relationships is not should be it should not be causing child support or your feelings. Oh, they said what's something that tastes better a little burnt? I'm gonna say a little barbecue, little chicken wing. A little chicken wing tastes a little better. Drums, no drums. I mean all drums. Yep, all drums, chicken. They said how long after a breakup is it okay to start a new relationship? It all depends on what you're doing it for and how long. Take it. It's not a. It's a time. Time heals all wounds. That's what they say. So take your time with it. I don't care what you. I don't care how much time you take. You don't have to go too fast. You don't have to go too slow. Or you could just stay single the rest of your. You stay single the rest of your life. Let me see. What another question they got? Let's see. Said, okay, guys, I need help. I need to lose 20 pounds by Monday. Any tips appreciated? Go get you some Ozempic because I heard that's making people lose their ass and lose their face. Oh, that's funny. They said, why do women cheat more than men? Huh? Yeah, I don't know. They want it, I don't know. They want their cake and eat it too. We all do, I guess. Yep. It said, men only. Be honest. What's the first thing you notice about a girl? I mean, the first thing you see, I guess. Yep. What's the pettiest reason you stopped dating someone? Oh, I don't think no petty reason. Well, I ain't gonna say dating someone, but probably not seeing the person. I tested this one girl and actually $400 see what she gonna give it to me. She never did, so I never called her after that because I just was testing her. And I really didn't need the money. I just wanted to see what she gonna say. She was leeching. She tried to talk to me later on, but I ain't mess with her, so I don't care. Said, do you still live with your parents? No, I do not. What is one reason to continue to living? Because life is beautiful. So enjoy it. And raising kids and seeing your legacy and watching yourself building a legacy so when you leave, you have a legacy. What does it mean if she's ovulating? The best time for her to cheat, the best time for her to cheat is when she ovulating. What was your first mobile phone? Oh man, I can't remember. I had a StarTech time ago, Prime Co phone. That was years ago. Y'all probably don't even remember that. With the flip up. Boop. What's the worst thing that you can step on in the dark? Toys, Christmas ornament, Barbie dolls, little bitty toys. I ain't gonna lie, extension cord is kind of messed up too. Step in the dark. Why are girls interested in married men? Because they want what they can't have. It's all about the status. They home wreckers. Some girls home wreckers. They want what the next woman got. Jealousy. Yep. And I think I got time for one more question. Let me see. Do you like to listen to music or podcasts when driving alone? Music. I do a little podcasting too. But I do music. I watch a lot of podcasts. I listen to them, but I rather do music driving alone. Yep. What is a word you can't go a day without saying? I don't know. Cuss word, bitch, maybe. I think I say that every day. Name one thing your dad taught you. How to keep a sense of humor and how to be a provider and how to show love and be charismatic and be encouraging. Yeah. And that's the time. My last question. It's the only time I have for this. My last question. You know what I'm saying? It's episode 15. Sorry for the wait. Tap in with your boy Big Jig, Ice Rig, Talk to Jig Podcast. Talk to Jig Podcast on Apple. Talk to Jig Podcast on Spotify. Talk to Jig Podcast, YouTube, TikTok, all across the board. I appreciate it if you go like and subscribe to those channels. Until the next time, I'm going to holler at y'all. Talk to Jig Podcast. Big Jig, Ice Rig signing off. The end.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Talk to Jig Podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.